It's the 11th of November 2018. Australia are playing South Africa in an ODI series. Little does Josh Hazlewood know, but he's playing his last ODI for almost 2 years. Fast forward 7 years, and Hazlewood is now a white ball star, dominating for the Royal Challenge Bengaluru. But before we get into the video, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I know I haven't uploaded in 2 months, but we are still going for 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Australia lost this series 2-1, with Hazlewood taking just 3 wickets at an average of 45 in the 3-game series. At this stage, Hazlewood was still firming for the 2019 ODI World Cup. However, a badly timed back injury changed all that. The injury happened after Australia's Test match series against India, and ruled him out for the next few months. It meant that Hazlewood missed all 10 of Australia's warm-up matches before the ODI World Cup against Pakistan and India. With a mixture of injury and doubts over his white ball prowess, Hazlewood was dropped from the 2019 ODI World Cup squad. Fast forward a year and Hazlewood has picked up another unlucky injury, this time his hamstring. He was in the middle of a series against New Zealand and had taken 3 wickets in just 2.5 matches. Before the summer had even started, Hazlewood has signed a deal with the Sydney Sixers, saying that he wanted to play the T20 World Cup later that year. The injury proved to be silver lining, as Hazlewood managed to get a 5-game stint with the Sydney Sixers in before the T20 World Cup. To this day, Hazlewood credits this stint with the Sydney Sixers as the reason of his ascendance to a star white ball bowler. Hazlewood played a pivotal role in the Sydney Sixers lifting their first Big Bash trophy in 7 years. In his 5-game stint, Hazlewood picked up 5 wickets at a stunning economy rate of 6.22. Hazlewood then forced himself back into the Australian ODI side. However, he was still 6th choice for the T20 World Cup for Australia. It appeared that Hazlewood may yet again be the unlucky man out of the side. However, COVID-19 did what COVID-19 does, and the T20 World Cup was postponed to 2021. The Australian tournament was postponed to 2022, and instead they had a 2021 tournament scheduled for Dubai, which proved to be silver lining for Hazlewood, as you'll see later in the video. Meanwhile, the domino began falling for Josh Hazlewood as he secured his first IPL deal for the Chennai Super Kings, playing 3 games in the 2020 season. He was retained by the Chennai Super Kings ahead of the 2021 edition. However, he pulled out of the tournament due to bubble security fatigue. The first few weeks of IPL went ahead as planned, but a fresh COVID outbreak meant that the tournament was postponed to later in the year, just before the T20 World Cup. The tournament was also held now in Dubai, which prompted Hazlewood to reverse his decision to pull out of the tournament and play the second half of the IPL. It still may not mean much though, because last year Hazlewood was behind the likes of Dwayne Bravo and Sam Curran. But Hazlewood played much more than just a backup role, playing 9 games and taking 11 wickets, once again at an economy rate of under 7 and over. Due to his form and experience in the UAE conditions, Hazlewood was picked for the T20 World Cup in 2021. It proved to be a masterstroke, as Josh Hazlewood ended up being the 4th highest wicket taker in the tournament at an economy rate of just over 7. From there, the rest is history. In early 2022, Hazlewood became the #1 T20 bowler in the world. He played a starring role in Australia's One-Day World Cup in 2023, picking up 16 wickets in his 11 games at a superb economy rate of 4.81. He's now dominating for RCB, but what are actually his keys to success? He's always had an immaculate line and length, and people thought that this would be detrimental to his T20 game. Pundits believe that his line and length would just be on a platter for a T20 batter to smack down the ground. But Josh Hazlewood is way more than that. For one, he bowls 140k an hour, which any bowler bowling 140k an hour is hard to hit. He's also 196cm tall, which means that he extracts extra zip and pace off the wicket. Combine that with some of the skills that he's developed in the recent years, such as his Yorker, Hazlewood is a formidable T20 bowler, as we've seen in this year's IPL. But that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you're new here.